What is going on, guys? Welcome back to this episode of the Road to Redemption podcast. I'm, as always, your grateful host, Cam Williamson. It's fantastic to be back with you today. I hope all of our sound is working well. I hope everything, you guys can see me, you can hear me. We've got the browser open. We are watching the live Sky News stream of the Johnny Depp trial. So, yeah, I'm hoping everything goes smoothly this go around. You guys let me know how everything's sounding, how everything is going on your side. Hopefully it's all good. I missed you guys. If you didn't see, I got a vlog put up yesterday. Go check that out if you have not yet. And yeah, essentially, you guys go ahead, drop your thoughts in the live chat. I appreciate those. Thumbs up the video. Make sure that everyone on YouTube knows that we're watching the live verdict and this is where you're choosing to hang out. I appreciate it. I definitely do. Go ahead and let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me something if you guys can hear me. Now, understand how a live chat works if this is your first live chat. Live for me is different for live for you guys. So I can hear things a little bit before y'all can, and when you guys send me things, I see it live here, but you're talking about things that I said a couple seconds ago. So there's that. Hopefully everything is going well. I'm going to test it on the back end of mine. I'm getting thumbs up. I'm getting green. I'm getting hearts. I love it. I love you guys so much. I'm so damn excited. Who has been waiting on the edges of their seats for this to start? I kind of put it in the back of my mind. I don't know how I accomplished this, but since they were on closing arguments, and we all stopped our... Oh, here we go. Holy boly bonanzas. I'm trying to keep it safe for live stream, but we got court feeds. What are we going to do? As soon as everything went live on my 3-hour live stream, I was stoked. We fought. Some of you were here for that. We went through about 15 minutes of tough audio trying to figure that out. That's why we were able to lock it in this time from all you guys amazing people giving me feedback there. And now I just didn't think about it. I was like, well, I'll check it every hour because thankfully the judge said that they will give us an hour notice. So whenever the jury figured out that they had made their decision, I'm guessing somewhere around 10, 11 this morning, they said then at the top of the next hour, it would be another hour. So if they made the decision at 10, then at, say, 10:15, at 11 o'clock, it would be another hour, so 12 o'clock, that it would be read. So we're seeing it at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. You guys do the math. I'm too nervous. You guys probably hear it in my voice shaking. I'm going to try real quick to see if I can adjust the actual feed here and see if we can get better footy. Boom. How's that? What do you guys think? I don't want to get too excited that this is going super well, but I'm excited that it's going super well. Let's get into some of these chats here. I'm biting my fingernails off from Liv. I can't take the suspense. What's that old Chappelle show skit? The suspense is killing me inside. Thanks for breaking down the mental health and PTSD parts of this. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate that. Amanda, me, I'm so nervous. Samantha, yes. Rahul, yes. Justice for Johnny, I appreciate it more than you know. I appreciate you, all of you guys. You guys are changing my life by being here. Just so you guys know that. All of you that have chosen to watch my commentary and my take on these, on this case and other ones in the background, of time, the Rittenhouse trial and stuff. You guys do. You change my life. Every time you thumbs up this video and you let people know that you're hanging out with us, that lets other people know, and then you subscribe, and then you tell your friends. Well, that supports me and my family, and that allows me to do what I do and, further the message of shattering the labels and stigmas of mental health. And we do that by talking about the important stuff that other people may be otherwise uncomfortable talking about, such as domestic violence and stuff like that. So here we are. Someone said justice for her. Jamal, I think you're a party of one, but I have no issue with you sitting at our table as long as you keep it chill. You would be the very first person I've seen that said justice for Amber, but that's fine. I don't know what case you were watching. Just so you guys know, we will break down the rules of the chat real quick. Anytime you've ever been on one of my chats, you know what it is. If you get disrespectful, I'm not going to do nothing crazy and get in a big spat with you. I'm simply going to block you from everything. It's that easy. Be nice. Be kind to one another. It's that easy. You can have conversations. You can have disagreements. You can also be civil and keep it that way. Dragon Okana. What did everyone watch over the last couple days? What have you guys been tuning into while we've been waiting for this to come back? Remember, we're just hanging out for about the next 25 minutes until, right now I'm stoked that we even have court feed. But, yeah, it's going to be about another 25 minutes. So we're going to get to know each other a little bit. You guys, let me know. What have you guys been watching over the past week? Past couple days, I should say. They deliberated for 2.5 days. Today's Tuesday. They did a full day Monday, like not even a half day today. They got their free lunch. That's the big joke when you're doing jury duty. Has anyone in the chat Stranger Things? Yeah. Okay, I saw that was new. Lafayette, no, I do not identify with Miss Hurt. No. I've been keeping up on TikTok. Okay, right up. A lot of people have. So when are we getting this movie about the live-action version of Shield Hero with JD and Amber? I have heard some people say that they should make this trial into a movie. I don't know if they actually will. Linda, hey Cam, love you and your podcast. Keep up the great work. I love you too. Thank you so much. You're the best. Thank you for being here. It means a lot. Stranger Things is awesome. Yeah, I'm not a big Stranger Things watcher. Here's why. Initially, I have a anti-fantasy bias. I have a hard time getting into fantasy like Avatar, Star Wars, Star Trek. That's hard for me. The darkness aspect of Stranger Things bothered me a little bit. I'm a person that I keep myself very busy during the day, and at night I use my downtime to try to unwind. So I like things to be lighthearted. Not saying it's not a good show. It probably is a good show. And the little bits that I've seen of it, my wife watches it. I think it's an okay show. Just not what I choose to spend my time watching. TikTok, yep. Stranger Things. In one day, oh my gosh, Aquaman and Deadpool. Okay, so you went a little, you stayed with the case by watching Aquaman. You know, the co-star of this case is in that. Deadpool is a great one. Love Ryan Reynolds. Do you all hear that JD may be in Beetlejuice 2? I keep seeing people making comments about that. I remember that there was a rumor years ago. 5 years ago that Kevin Costner confirmed he was doing Beetlejuice 2, and nothing ever came from that I know of. Watch Shield Hero. Okay, I'll check it out. And again, I'm not a superhero movies fan, so I had never seen Aquaman. Now, I'm a big Tim Burton fan, so I've seen all Johnny Depp's happenings in those. That would be so awesome if they made it into a movie. Could you imagine? 5 years from now, we're doing this again, but in movie form, even though we already know how it ends, but you still get that emotionally invested where whoever plays Amber Heard takes the stand and we're like, oh, this bitch. Amber Cole, I do too, really. Okay, hey, Cam, I'm on pins and needles. I cannot wait, Marissa. I can't wait. This is killing me. There's a funny scene. Pirates of the Caribbean, Justice for Johnny Depp. I have also never seen any of those movies. Hi, Cam. My name's Tiffany David. Okay, right on. Watch the new season of Stranger Things. I've been watching Grey's Anatomy. I've missed the last 3 episodes. Been playing catch up. Right on. So you got a kiddo in the chat, I think you said. Yellowstone is good too. So here's my thing with Yellowstone. As an alcoholic, recovering alcoholic, I used to love the show The Ranch on Netflix with Ashton Kutcher, and I got really into Western type shits. Well, they do a lot of whiskey slinging in that, and for me as an alcoholic, I get very, like I said, the entertainment that I allow to get in my psyche, it really affects me. So as an alcoholic, it's smarter for me to not watch shows that glorify whiskey slinging shit like that. So that's the only reason I have chosen not to watch Yellowstone. People have said it's like Sons of Anarchy on horses instead of motorcycles, and Sons of Anarchy was one of my favorite shows of all time. So I kind of knew that I could be easily swayed in that way. Stranger Things that gives VHS vibes. The music is epic. Well, if you like those vibes, right behind me, I just got myself a record player. My stepfather gifted me a record player and got me a whole setup. So I've recently, since really closing arguments has happened, this has been my addiction, has been vinyls. It's been awesome. So I'm with you on the VHS type era vibes. RDJ wanting him in the new Sherlock. RDJ, I'm going to act like I'm smart enough to put that together and keep up with the chat, but I'm not. So if someone can help me, RDJ wants to put Johnny in Sherlock Holmes. RDJ, Shield Hero is a... Oh, see, I can't do anime. Dark Shadows and Alice in Wonderland. Love both those. Obviously, where's my hat? I have my... Oh, right here. Can you guys see my Mad Hatter hat here? This delay's kind of killing me because everything I do is 10 seconds behind what I see. But yeah, Alice is everywhere in this house. Let's see. It would be fantastic. 20 minutes. Watch it from AZ. I love you. I love you too, Aunt Chris. Hey, got my aunt in the house. Ooh. Did you guys hear that? I got a Corey by my house. I will take any side that anyone is not taking. Hey, Jamal, I respect that, though. I respect that. I was that way, young in life, feisty, ready to fight and shit. I'm about it. That's why I said respect. Respect. If you're just here because you like being on the other side of things as the devil's advocate, I can respect that. I can't wait. They do drink a lot. I completely understand. Yeah, they do. Yeah. It's the best show ever. Yes. Sons of Anarchy. Love it. Jax Teller. Forever. Yes. I saw that. Love it. Robert Downey Jr. RDJ. Robert Downey. Look at mine. See? Simple. I'm a simple guy here, folks. Robert Downey Jr. Boom. I miss Captain Jack Sparrows. Again, Johnny is not in the courtroom. So we all kind of miss the anticlimacticness of that. So there will be no photo whackings. There will be no Jack Sparrow frolics out of the courtroom. Do you guys think he's not going to do something? He's on tour. Have you guys been watching the footage of him and Jeff Beck on stage? Johnny, good guitar player. Johnny can sing in lower registers. Why they make Johnny sing high, I don't know. I love Johnny. But, again, we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. Johnny's upper register of him singing, not so strong. Like right now. My voice not so strong. New Avatar's coming out. Yeah, so, fun story. Let's talk about Avatar, shall we, while we're waiting on this. Let's talk about also the first time Cam ever tripped on shrooms. Well, I took shrooms, somebody put on Avatar, and I don't remember a fucking thing about Avatar, if that makes sense, because there was a lot of shit going on in my living room that night. And, yeah, some of them pertain to things that were going on in the movie, but at some point, the lines got blurred. Love the hat. Didn't even notice that. Yeah, I don't care. I just want to. Fair enough. Jax is my love. Own a bunch of gear. Yeah, when that show was in the peak of its thing, I had, not only did I have Sons of Anarchy, t-shirts, I had a custom Sons of Anarchy, Ohio chapter. I was that guy. I was the guy walking around people think I'm the biggest douche. Douche in the dictionary, there's me. I'm wearing the Jax Teller uniform. I think that was the time that I made a stance in my life that goes, I only wear white sneakers now. And if I could fold this down, I have a whole thing here of mainly white sneakers. I've got a couple black ones. Watching from my car on the way to North Carolina. Be safe. Sending love. Hope you stay safe. I went on AH's side up front and was upset that JD a few times would have done this to her, but I believe her. She's the one who turned me. Oh, okay. Okay. So Dagan, you're saying, and if I pronounce your guys' name wrong, please don't get offended. I am not good with stuff like that. I'm going to do my best. If you tell me how to properly pronounce it, I will absolutely do my best. So, Dagan, you're saying that you initially started going, all right, Johnny, you messed up, dude. You fucked this up. And then you watched, and then Amber, in her presentation as a whole, swayed you to go, I think Johnny. Again, I want to make it clear. I don't think anybody is watching this case and going, Johnny's perfect. Nobody's doing that. But I don't know if you can say that you've watched this entire case and you still actually believe Johnny Depp committed domestic violence or, Lord forbid, sexual assault against Amber Heard. The evidence wasn't there. Come on. Now, remember, folks, we are on the outside of this looking in. We are 14 minutes away from the verdict coming in, but we are outside of this looking in. We, as the people, have seen things on TikToks, some things dramatized, some things factual, we have a court feed, folks. I think my heart just stopped. We have a court feed. I don't have audio yet. I will let you know as soon as I have audio. You guys let me know if you are hearing that audio before I do. Who do we have? I'm going to pull this up as a projector for me so that way I can see what exactly we've got. Okay. I'm seeing the back of Depp's side. Depp is not there. Depp is still in the UK. I'm seeing buffering on the stream. That's not what we want. Oh, there we go. I had my own stream muted. Let me catch up on some chats. I totally bailed. Sorry, guys, I bailed. Once I saw you guys saw the little panic that set in? The court stream started, and I said, huh, and I... Let's see. Guys, let me know if you're seeing any lags or anything. Yeah, and that's the question that's what we were getting into, is essentially with all this, we've seen things that the jury cannot, look at my bunny ears, cannot see. This is not a jury that's been, deposed, where they're kept in a place. They're allowed to go home. So they have their phones, they live with people, shit like this. So I, as a person living in 2022, am not so dumb as to insult all of your intelligence listening to this stream and going, these people didn't pick up their phones. Guys, I don't give a damn. Unless that court has a software that they put on the phone that makes sure that it scrubs anything related to Johnny Depp or Amber Heard, the second you do a couple of these, it's over. It's done. Oh, shit. We got people coming in. Oh, there she is. Oh, would you look at her? Would you look at her? Just, you make me sick. There's no way. These people would have had to reach down to the depths of their morality, found every ounce of integrity, pulled it out and gone, I need my family to keep me honest, like a drug addict or someone who's trying to quit smoking cigarettes, and go, I want you to take these and you don't give these back to me. It doesn't matter. What was it? The final scene in Harry Potter where the, not Voldemort, but the Dumbledore guy is going, it doesn't matter what I say. You got to make me drink it. You got to keep the phone away, man. There's no way. This was a 6-week trial. I understand these people get time off work for this shit. They get paid like $15 a day or whatever it is. They're looking at their phones. They know what's up. Here we go. The first time I saw H's testimony in the back, I thought it was a parody. Yeah. Yep. I just want to double check that I'm not missing out on audio we're supposed to be having here. As of right now, I'm registering no audio in the courtroom still. I may open up another stream just to make sure that this is not somehow off, because things look like they're starting to get relatively official. Let's see. Yeah, no. Looks like Legal Bites still has no audio either, so I'm hopeful that when it comes, we'll have it. Here we go. Less than 10 minutes. I mean, again, I don't know if I'm assuming the jury's been brought in. I can't hear anything, so I don't know. Let me do this as well. This is going to be key before I get ourselves into a bunch of silliness. Let's make sure that volume is up. Okay, getting nervous because I don't hear anything, but we're going to breathe and move on, yeah? Let's catch up. Is this an SNL skit? Elaine's back with the godforsaken lavender again. Yeah. Oh, Ben Shoes in the house. Team Johnny, never fear truth. Yes. We did it. We're here. I'm just glad Elaine got back to the naps again. Both of her lawyers were there under duress. Yeah, honestly, whichever way it sways, Johnny gained his following and reputation back. I agree. A lot of wrongs were made right, and life can go on for him, his friends, and his family. I agree completely. Completely agree, Cam. Christina, law schools will be using Camille, yes, as an instructor for years. Yes, can we all take a moment? Let me finish this comment, and then we're all going to take a collective moment. Send a bunch of whatever your favorite color heart is for Camille Vasquez, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as I finish reading Christina, we're going to spam it with hearts for Camille Vasquez. Law schools will be using Camille as instructional for years, regardless of the outcome. His team did a phenomenal job in a very difficult to win cause of action. Let him fly. I love the Rockies hat. Thank you so much. I have always loved, obviously I've always worn New Era fitteds. I, for whatever reason, love the color purple. And the Rockies, I used to work at a Lids, and I've always just loved the Rockies hats. So there you go. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on some of these, but I'm also trying to make sure we don't miss anything. You have an excellent coverage. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Megan. They totally look. Maybe she needs to unmute her mic. You have had excellent coverage. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much, Megan. You're the best. Same here. Zooming in on Whitney, yeah. Her sister. Yeah, Whitney's catching some shit this past weekend, huh? There they are. There they are. Doesn't have court and audio. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys are checking in on that. Angie, you're the best. I appreciate we got our recon team out here helping your boy. I'm following Legal Bites closely just to make sure it looks like we're all straight. Look at you. You guys stuck with the Alice in Wonderland colors. I love it. I love it. This is my people here. I'm happy to see it. Happy to see it. Guys, I want to thank you once again. Thank you guys so much for being here. It means a lot to me. If you guys see the website down on the left-hand side, if you guys want to check out more, if you're just tuning in for the first time, you don't know who I am, my name's Cam Williamson. I host the Road to Redemption podcast. It's a mental health podcast dedicated to shattering the labels and stigmas of mental health. I do that by talking about trending subjects, and if there's nothing going on that I deem not worthy, but appropriate to cover on my show, I do my best to just break down a specific topic in the realm of mental health. If I cannot do that due to my own mental health struggles or something like that, I will just check in with you guys for the week and say, hey, this is what I got going on. Check in with you and make sure you guys are doing well. So there's that. If you guys want to check out all past episodes and all the merch that I've got going on, I recently launched my own clothing line, Mad Mental Designs, where you guys can see all the violently caffeinated merch and stuff like that. If I was better at these streams, which I will get to one day, those pieces of clothing would be popping up right now, but I'm not good at it yet, so there's that. And we got a trial to get to. We're not sitting here trying to peddle clothing. So who are you leaning towards for winning? I definitely think Johnny's winning. I don't see how anyone, especially when the jury came back and asked the question they did, that meant that they had moved so far down that they were checking blocks and just trying to figure out this little bit of time here, how much they were going to pay Johnny, I think. Between you and Amzigold, I have not missed anything. Amber, you guys are making my day. Thank you. You guys are being way too nice to me. Anyone else heart racing? My heart is racing. You guys are keeping me calm because I'm keeping up with this, so you guys are saving me right now. I apologize if I'm not able to return that favor at this moment. So glad I found you via Facebook. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Dawn. Thank you. Is all the perjury it's committed considered criminal acts when the case is civil like these? That would be a better question for like the legal bites because they would know for sure. But she has definitely perjured herself a few times. That's just obvious to even people that are not lawyers. There are rumors that Australia is still wanting Amber Heard for now perjury over the dog incident, and I've heard mumblings that the UK wants her now for perjury. I know that there was a mumbling about Adam Waldman filing a perjury charge in LA. I don't know what came of that. So as far as any of those things go, it would behoove everyone who wants to really get into the nitty-gritty legal facts. There's great channels like Legal Butts for that one. Of course, JD wins. Yeah. Have you, Amber? Camille is such a fierce lawyer, and I believe she really made this case when she... Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, Camille was the shining star for Johnny Depp's team. Absolutely. No doubt. I'm very grateful that I found. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful that you're all here. And again, I'm grateful you guys found my channel because that means that now we can all connect together. So while it starts with you unfortunately having to find me and my broadcast that way, I'm glad that we are all now here together and we can talk. So that's great. I'm grateful for that. Also found Cam on Reels. Yes, the Reels was great. The Reels was a big success over this trial for the social media and for really trying to grow this community of like-minded people that are dedicated to stopping stuff like this. Again, if I never have to see one of these trials again because all domestic violence goes away, I will be so happy. But we all know that that's not realistic. I'll take this time as well to send my love and thoughts to the families and the victims of the Texas shooting. I have not sounded off on my channel about that yet. As many of you know, I'm a veteran. I was a military police officer deployed to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. I know a lot about corrections and stuff like that, guns and all the stuff that people get excited over these days. And I will tell you something drastically has to change. I will not sit around anymore and make excuses for weapons that we have carried. Some of us trained, some people obviously not. And I will not be a voice that is used to defend untrained people carrying weapons that can cause mass destruction and continue to lose more children. Because right now, we continue to lose children. It's school shootings that keep happening. These are not grown-ass adults out in the woods shooting each other Dick Cheney style. These are young kids, and I said this when the Rittenhouse thing happened. 2 minutes, I'm with you guys. I said this when the Rittenhouse thing happened. If we okay that kid, which we all knew technically he was wrong, he found a loophole, whatever. If we allow that to happen, we're going to see a rise. Again, I did not condone putting him away in prison forever. I said we are making a statement in this case. When we told an 18-year-old kid he was fine doing what he did, that was a message to other uneducated, ignorant 18-year-old kids. That's my point. And we have laws that make it very comfy for uneducated, ignorant, mentally ill children to access these weapons and cause mass casualty damage at a seemingly very rapid rate. And I'm not going to sit around and act like because I, as someone who went through military training, should be able to take an AR and go plink shoot whenever the fuck I want. That doesn't justify an 18-year-old kid who was not sent off to basic training, is not a soldier, to be allowed to go down to Dale's Guns and Fucks and buy an AR so then he can go mow down somebody that we all care about. So I'll get off my high horse now. Some more regulation for cars and actually for primary purpose. Hi, Ken. Thanks for doing this. Sure. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Here we go.
I understand we have a verdict.
I still have no audio. Do you guys have audio?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. All right. Just for everybody in the gallery, reminder that this is a court of law. And regardless of the verdict, I will not tolerate any outbursts whatsoever. Okay? Thank you.
I have no audio. Oh, yes, you guys do. Here we go. Holy shit. She says she's not putting up with no slack. So y'all keep your cool. That's somebody in the court whispering, not me. Yep, I can hear it. My heart is... Y'all drink some water right now. Drink some water. Breathe in. Hydrate. I can't fucking breathe.
If I could have the attorney's approach for a moment.
No, you better. Attorney's approach. Don't show Amber. "7 weeks for this moment. Binge drinker, you got it. Right here. Ashley, we have audio. Thank you. All right. Watch all the Pirates of the Caribbeans again. All right. Imagine right now, what is Johnny Depp doing? Is Johnny Depp sober right now? Probably not. That's why he's not there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what I need you to do, I need to give the forms back to you. When you find for a defamatory statement, one or more, you need to fill out the compensatory damages. It has to be at least $1 for compensatory damages and up to whatever you feel the damages should be. And for punitive damages, you can put a 0 there, or you can fill out that as well, but I need those lines filled out, okay? All right, so if I can have you retire back to the deliberation room and do that for me, okay?
Don't hold your breath. Breathe. Wait, what? Oh, you're going... Wait, they're going fucking where?
All right, so we'll be in recess till we hear back from them. Don't go too far, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Oh! You sons of bitches. Guys, okay, everyone, come in. Come, bring it in. Everyone bring it in. Okay. We got fucked out here, okay? We got fucked. Sometimes you have a good game plan, okay? You set everything up right? We showed up. We looked good. We got the uniforms. We look good. Water boys on the sidelines. Towel boys are over there. The other team showed up. Our quarterback is missing. But we got a solid backup. He's been in there and practiced. Ben Chu's here, looking dapper. I can't see that well, so I don't know if Camille's there. We showed up on time for this. Damn it. God. They'll be out in 5 minutes. Definitely sounds like it is in Johnny's favor. What was the question? I was over here being dramatic. Did anyone see what the hell happened? So that's right. So we know they found defamation, but what side? Right. What was the question? What's in the box? What the fuck just happened? Yeah, Jeff Beck. They didn't fill out the forms all the way. Didn't say which side. Jury! You had one job. You had multiple jobs. You had to sit, you had to watch, you had to pay attention, you had to be attentive, you had to take notes, you had to go through all the evidence, you had to sit back there and make the decision, but then you had to fill out the fucking forms. Come on! Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Didn't fill out the forms for the compensatory. That's why they're here. But that shows you this was more about a domestic violence case with no chance of anyone going to prison. So much so that the jury, the most important people over Johnny Depp and Amber Heard themselves, were so goddamn confused that they didn't know that they had to put out damages on the form. I'm going to try to stop yelling. What the fuck? Wow. Wow. Anything from $1, whichever amount in damages. Though if someone was found to have defamed the other, wouldn't it have to be Amber? No, because Amber has an open countersuit that's running congruent at the same time. So one of them is apparently being awarded defamation damages, but the big fucking dummies didn't tell us who or how much. We need a mega pint. I don't drink anymore. You guys can roll a mega backwood. That's more my thing, but god damn it. Are they suing each other? Yeah, essentially. Johnny Depp sued her for defamation. She countersued right at the tail end. Countersuing just for defamation. Because this is JD's case, he brought it means they aren't finding defamation statements in his name. That's for the countersuit. Yeah, could be. We really don't know. They're doing, this is a Spielberg fucking twist here at the end. Exactly, mic drop. I'm so anxious, my fingers are numb. I know. I like those masks, Django. I don't know what the thing is, but I like it. They did have a lot to go through. They did. And this pressure, again, for us, when they walk out of this courtroom, it's game on for them. Now, they've asked that the jury be concealed for like a year, I think. But, yo, it's game on. People are about to figure out who they are. Y'all know that. Honestly, I have more confidence that that won't happen after the Rittenhouse trial. We still haven't heard anything about them. Form fail ever. Holy, yeah. Like, what the hell was that? I can't see how they found for Amber. Does it seem like they did? I didn't see how they did. They didn't say the side yet. Yeah, no. I'm showing buffering on my side. I don't know about you guys. Hopefully it's not buffering for you guys. I'll backwood you right now. Bet. Mega backwoods. All day. All day. Oh, shit. There's a whole bunch of chats I'm missing here. Judge sent the jury back. Yeah, bunch of dummies. Let's see if AH really walks away from this. What is that? Walks away as was her purported only desire. We'll see. I'm a PTSD and domestic violence victim. This RL lied bad. I don't think they really revealed anything. No, I don't either. Again, this is just the... How else could they have hooked us other than say nothing, but say that they fucked up on who's getting the damages? So somebody's getting damages. Somebody won. This is like in a fight. Two dudes just knocked each other out at the same time. Who's going to wake up first? Whoever comes to consciousness first wins. Watch the jury go back in there and be like, Johnny's not even fucking here. Be like, well, we were going to give him $50 million, but now he gets $1. Enjoy your fucking Jeff Beck concert, dummy. My dog is even more nervous. That's why I keep my dog out there. I do have an actual, now, again, there's catalyst to this. I have a trained emotional support dog. She was trained, and her service was for autistic children in the daycare. So she is trained to help soothe and calm down, right? So me and my wife both have PTSD, so we got her. Now, we have not been good about keeping up with her training. She is just our home house dog. She's just a member of our family. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't perform any services for us. But, however, I do keep her away from me in situations like this because, as you guys see, in my attempts to be entertaining, sometimes it is very concerning for them, and I do actually try to consider that because I am oftentimes telling them, leave me alone, go away, go lay down. So I don't want to give them a false sense like I'm getting riled up and they may need to come, and I don't want to do all that. So I definitely feel for the pups in the room. No, there's no way they evaluated anything. For real, though. One job. The jury list is supposed to be sealed for a year. But no. I mean, they're going to walk out that courtroom just like they have been. Doesn't let up. No, it doesn't. I don't think they can find defamation in Amber's favor when this is JD's defamation suit against her. But she's countersuing for defamation. So they are running congruent to defamation suits. Johnny Depp is suing her for defamation, and then about, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago maybe, she had filed the countersuit against him because of the Adam Waldman statements she claimed were attached to him, because that's Johnny Depp's attorney, saying that this was all a hoax. Her and her friends planned this elaborate thing to destroy Johnny. That's why she has an open, running congruent right now countersuit of defamation. So again, somebody, one of these two, will walk out, it seems, guilty of defamation of character and will be paying the other one damages. We just don't know who, and apparently they forgot to write down how much, if we are all understanding this correctly. Could you imagine being the juror that was responsible for doing that? I'm reading Matthew Silva's comment saying the pressure we feel right now. Imagine being that guy. You were the one. They appoint one juror as like the head guy that speaks for them. Dude, come on, guy. The way the judge said defamatory needs $1 to have, then punitive needs 0 to whatever. I feel like it's in JD's favor. If she loses, I bet she tries to sue him again, claiming, well, again, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you could file a motion for incompetent, representation. Johnny had to have one. It was so obvious. I mean, I can't. Guys, do you know how shocked we are all going to be? If she loses, you think she'll appeal? I think she's definitely already setting up an appeal. But that's pretty standard. That's pretty standard for most people. Now, whether or not the appeal is chosen to be heard by the court, that's different, because what you're essentially saying in a situation like this, if you make an appeal, you're saying the judge acted unlawfully somewhere, and they're essentially going to go and evaluate the judge's performance. Because Amber Heard would be essentially saying, we tried to get evidence in, it was objected to, and the judge denied it. So the jury was never even allowed to see it or rule on it. So they would say it was a poor decision by the judge, and that's what caused her to lose the case. Which she's already kind of started to paint that narrative. Have an emotion. Andrea and I have an emotional support rabbit too. I think it's Johnny. She said, don't have an outburst in here, which is when it's revealed. I think it's Johnny. Yeah, well, they always say that. In fairness, on all these public things, they do always say that. I think the public outburst would definitely come when Johnny wins. Because if Amber wins, you're just going to see a whole bunch of fucking what? Huh? And again, now everyone's going to go to bed like your favorite team just lost the Super Bowl or something, and you go, but like the closest game ever, everyone somehow was tied and the ref ended up taking the game from you, and you go, wait, what? How? What? That's the only way I see. I don't see that there's not a massive online celebration in the Justice for Johnny Depp chant. I just don't. say that all the time. Yeah. Just going to cheer her winning for her sterner sister. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Whitney would be like, oh, yeah. It's like that. My wife and I just watched A Knight's Tale the other night, and it's that moment where he's introducing, Sir Auric Thatcher for the first time, and nobody gives a shit, so his buddy goes, hey. Oh, we're back. I'll be quiet. Yeah, Johnny got his reputation back for sure. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate it. Guys, if you can, hit the thumbs up button for me real quick. It means a lot. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that too. It means a lot. It helps me out more than you know. I still don't have audio for the courtroom. I did for a second. Yeah, I'm terrified. And this whole audio on, audio off shit is making me even more nervous because I already don't know if it's me or if it's the court. And now I'm more nervous that it's the court. But I'm also sitting here trying to send hearts in the live chat, and it's taken a lot longer than I had hoped it would. All right, now I think I got...
All right.
Andre, yep. Here we go.
All right.
They're back.
Shall we try this again?
I'm going to be quiet now.
All right. Let's do that. All right, we're ready for the jury.
Come on, Johnny. Is she crying already?
All right, Mr. Foreperson, is this the verdict of the jury? Yes. All right, is it unanimous? Yes. Thank you, sir. Jamie?
In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Mr. Depp's claim against Ms. Heard. 1. As to the statement appearing in the online op-ed entitled, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition, quote, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
He fucking
Question,
did it.
due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. 2, as to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled A Transformative Moment for Women in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change, in the Washington Post online edition. Quote, then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. 3, as to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled A Transformative Moment for Women in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change, in the Washington Post online edition. Quote, I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes.
I'm fucking laughing now, is there?
Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of this statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million. As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $5 million. In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Ms. Heard's claim against Mr. Depp
He won.
One.
Johnny won.
As to this statement, appearing in the April 8th, 2020
Fuck no, she didn't win
online
that
edition
shit.
of the Daily
He
Mail.
won.
Quote,
Fuck you, Amber.
Amber Heard and her friends in the media use fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and shield, depending on their needs. They have selected some of her sexual violence
Yes, he
hoax
won. Johnny
facts as the sword.
Johnny won. He won 15 mil.
Inflicting them on the public
She's guilty of
and Mr.
defamation.
Depp. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no. 2. As to this statement, appearing in the April 27th, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt did not do the trick. The officers came to the penthouses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage to face or property. So Amber and her friends spilled a little wine and roughed the place up, got their story
Congratulations,
straight
Johnny.
under the
If you're
direction of a
watching these
lawyer
streams.
and publicist, and then placed a
Congrats.
second call to 911, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Ms. Heard proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, Mr. Waldman, while acting as an agent for Mr. Depp, made or published the statement? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was seen by someone other than Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven, by clear and convincing evidence, that the statement by Mr. Waldman was made with actual malice? Answer, yes. 3. As to this statement, appearing in the April 27th, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail,
what?
quote, we've reached the beginning of the end of Ms. Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of
didn't meet all
$2
the
million.
elements.
As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $0.
All right. Does either side wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Jamie?
She gets 2
Members of
fucking
the jury,
mil.
if this is your verdict, please
Fucking
answer yes.
bitch.
If this is not your verdict, please answer no. Juror number 6. Juror number 10.
Yes.
Juror number 15.
Yes.
Juror number 16.
Yes.
Juror number 22.
Exactly. Skim it off the top.
Juror number 27. Juror number 29.
Matthew, you nailed it.
I
What the
do find
fuck?
that the jury's verdict is unanimous. Ladies and
How
gentlemen, this
in the fuck
concludes
did they
your
count
service in
yes
this
to
case.
everything
I
that
want to thank you
Johnny
again for your
Depp
dedication
presented,
your
and
hard
then
work during
also
this
find
trial.
yes
I know
that
I
he's-
speak for everybody here when I tell you that we appreciate your sacrifices and your time and your public service in this matter. Okay, so I'm going to have you go back to the jury
It's a
deliberation
Waldman
room
thing.
for
Yeah,
one
I
more
mean, yeah,
time,
but
and then we'll
why
release
is
you from
Johnny
there,
gotta
okay?
pay-
All right, thank you.
The jury's making Amber pay 2 mil. Yes, Johnny won. Johnny won. Let's not get that fucked up. I don't want to. I'm going to go ahead and kill this feed. All right. We'll talk about frustrations. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
In accordance
All right.
with law, I will amend the punitive
Why am I
damages.
frustrated? I'm not.
award
Johnny
to the
won.
statutory
Guys.
cap
Johnny
of
won. He
$350,000
was
for
awarded
Mr.
15
Depp's
mil.
award,
So I
okay?
think it was 10.
I will set this down for entry of an
compensation,
order
and then
and
5
conclude
in
on June
punitive.
24th at 10 a.m. if that's
Somehow
available.
they found out.
All right, if
They
Mr. Chu, if you
found
could
that the
prepare that
Waldman
order and
statements
then circulate
affected
it to
Amber, so
Ms.
they gave
Fetterhoff,
her
and we
2
can have
mil.
all objections noted on it.
I think
All
that
right.
was in a sense so that can't be
All right,
opened again.
and if I get it before that date, I'll
It's
take it
now
off the
been ruled
docket.
on,
Okay.
right? That's
all right. Again,
big.
thank you to all the
Thank
attorneys
you. Thank
for
you
your
guys.
professionalism,
Thank you all
and
so much.
you're welcome to
Thank
come
you.
to my courtroom
I
anytime.
appreciate it, and I'm going to
Well,
catch
give me
up
a
on
few
chats
weeks,
here
but then
just
you
one
can come
second.
anytime.
But let's
okay?
let's
All
keep
right.
it rational.
Court is
Let's keep it
adjourned.
rational.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Amber has to pay him 15 mil. So just like Matthew said, we skim 2 of that off top, toss it to her. to say, yes, this whole social media campaign, okay, fine. Here's $2 million for that. But, guys, that's never going to change the public image that's now happened. The important part of this is now, for all of us, right? This trial is over. Johnny won. Okay? She can go back to Hollywood and go, I was given $2 million and whatever. Okay? We don't care what Amber Heard does. And I want to emphasize that very strongly. We don't give a shit what Amber Heard does after this. Up to and including, we are not going to go negatively review all of her pictures on Instagram. We're not going to get on TikTok and create these campaigns talking about this, that, and this and keep No, guys. Thank you guys for being here. As much as you guys are thanking me, these live streams are nothing without you guys. It's important that now, right? It's fine. Everybody celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. What you don't do as a winning team with class is then go dog the team that lost, right? So what we don't do, and what I have not condoned this whole time, is taking pics or clips of Amber, zooming in, putting clown music on it, editing it so she looks dumber than she already does throughout. Because again, we are wanting to stand for justice. We are not taking a kid that was bullied, teaching them how to fight so they can then become a bully, right? She was a bully who was an abuser, made terrible claims of Johnny Depp, had her day in court, was exposed, and for the first time ever, we see on a massive scale the brakes to the Me Too train are now halted, because now it cannot and should never have been believe all women. It should never and could never be believe all men. It's, I need context. If we walk away from any of this with anything other than a very strong sense of there's two sides to every story, we all have our own personal truth. The brain is a funny thing, and sometimes our memory is quite a bit different than what actually happened. So what I want to say very simply, I don't know why this feed is not ending. Let me try it this way. It's important because they're going to copyright the shit out of me for that. I don't know why it's not. It's dead on my side. I don't know why it's still doing this. But hopefully you guys can still do it. Yep, you sure can.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. All right, rebuttal arguments.
Hold on. I'm trying to kill it. Give me a second. Okay, so at least that should be gone. I don't know why. Let's see. Anyway, what I'm saying is we do not, right? It does. And for everyone that's saying that it sucks to be the bigger person sometimes, it absolutely does. Because here's the reason, right? It's easier to sit around and be a part of the meme show. It's easier to see something and go, oh, it's it's funny, and I'm going to be the first one in my friend group to send it, right? Nah. Don't be that person. Be the person that, okay, you got the W in this one. Go get better. Got to go get better. Love you, Aunt Chris. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Be the person that goes and finds the next way you can learn. So find the parts of this case that interested you. For me, it's obviously the mental health, the toxic relationships, the things that we relate to as human beings, right? But what we don't want to do is resort back to the lower version of the human being, which is the gossip and the drama and the bullshit, and inviting in what I believe to be certain energies into your life that are just negative. And this is when you start to attract the Amber and the Whitney Heards and the Raquel Penningtons and the Ayatollahs and all these fucking idiots, right? And all right, Christina, you have a great day. And you start to notice that all these slimy people start to hang around you. And I think maybe Johnny Depp caught himself in a lower vibrational time at points. And then he noticed he had all these leeches around him. And before he was sucked completely dry, he luckily made a move. But let this case be a real warning to everyone out there. And this is people walking around, living 9 to 5, life and honest lives, having no involvement in the entertainment world, and more importantly for people like myself who are on YouTube and make a public figure out of themselves by speaking and putting my voice online about very important topics. This is something, not to quote Spider-Man, I refuse to do that because you all know that quote. When you speak in America, as Amber Heard's team so boldly claimed, you do have a First Amendment right. You can say whatever you want. That does not negate you from the consequences of what you say. Okay? So, can you run down the street? Where is it? It's a little dramatic. Can you run down the street screaming, "Fuck the police"? And can you... Yes, you can do that. Are you going to get any sympathy from me if an officer comes up on you while you're acting a fool, going, "I'm expressing my First Amendment right"? And we see this a lot online. People walk into places that they know they're being antagonistic with their cameras and their whatever they're doing, or they open carry firearms, and they walk into places going, "Well, I'm just expressing my amendment right," whichever amendment they're claim they're expressing, and they go, "Hey, look, totally get that, right? I'm from Ohio. Open carry is legal in Ohio. You go to flea markets and shit like that, occasionally you'll have a dude just walking around with a fucking rifle or a shotgun because they know that they can." And again, I was in the military for 8 years. I've trained with all types of weapons, some vehicle mounted, some personnel carried, okay? Explosion devices, all types of shit, okay? It's been fun over the time. But I have a mass appreciation for what those weapons can do. Understand? So when we get into situations like weapons of words, defamation, Cardi B just taught the world a very big lesson. If you guys don't follow Cardi B, I'll wrap up this case quickly for you. There was a YouTuber who was relatively small, was covering a Cardi B video, something, made a comment that Cardi had a certain STD or whatever. Cardi sued this YouTuber for millions of dollars for defamation, and she won, going, "Hey, I didn't have that, but you started this internet campaign about me that was false," and won. So again, it's your right to get online and say whatever you want. It would behoove all of you to not try to make your names shitting on people. Why is that? Because you might be right, okay? Like an Amber Heard situation. We saw the evidence. She had her day in court. There's no contesting that. She cannot now come out against every Justice for Johnny Depp YouTuber and be like, "They defamed me and said that I was terrible even though they saw all the evidence and didn't believe my lies." That doesn't work that way. You can't do it's over for her now in that regard. So, again, you let sleeping dogs lie, and you learn that in an honorable fight, when you win, you don't do someone on the deck, as they call it. When someone hits the ground, it's over. You won. Let it be. Because why? What enjoyment do you take on kicking a dead corpse? At some point, you're just fucked up. Right, and yeah, and Linda makes a great point. Like, yeah, you can't. So in that situation, people would go, and I'm going to catch up on chats as soon as I make this point. People with YouTube culture, pranking is a big thing. "Oh, fire!" She's talking about yelling fire in a crowded stadium, and people fucking panic. And they go, "Well, it was a prank, bro. I just wanted to see." And they were going to headline it, cleared Dodger Stadium in under 30 minutes by yelling fire or some shit, and they go, oh, it's my First Amendment right, and they go, hey, asshole. There's still something called inciting panic, inciting riot, reckless endangerment, like all these things that intelligent people about the full law know, that your ignorant ass that just wants to do something to be controversial clearly doesn't know. So again, I've tried my best to stay away from the gun topic. I'm going to touch it. Let me catch up on live chats. Whoever's here, if you guys want to hear about guns and shit like that, I'll do that after I catch up on the chats. Yeah, that $2 million is not even going to pay those lawyers. Somebody made that. Thanks for saying that, Cam. We can become abusers now. Yeah, no, you can't. And we're not going to settle for that. And I'm not going to settle to watch people lower themselves to that. I hope Whitney comes to JD and asks to help to get out of. Yeah, I hope so too. What happened to the Justice for Johnny guy? Or Justice for Amber guy? He went away? No need to resort to that. Yeah, no. It's just not, again, what does that make you feel like? Do it. Go see it. Go. You'll see it. There's plenty of it. There will be plenty of it out there. Go watch it and tell me how it makes you feel. In your stomach, that same place you were just nervous from to see Johnny win. Tell me how that makes you feel right there when you watch people shitting on her. Again, Amber's a bad person. We can have bad people in this world and not deal with them. But you giving your attention to them and you becoming more like them is only having the wrong effect of people gathering their attention onto this trial. So again, I'm not up here on some high horse acting like I haven't made jokes at Amber Heard's expense. She's warranted that at some points. What we are not now going to do is make a whole other circus out of the verdict, is my point. Okay. This one's important. I wanted to catch this. Got to get back to work. That was my aunt. Love y'all. Awesome coverage. Thank you, Tammy. Also, Melissa, I want to read this. Also, PTSD sufferer. Someone using my mental illness as an excuse to act like this is just ridiculous. The guilt I feel when I act a fool and cause a trauma response is horrible. I can relate to that terribly, Melissa. I terribly well, I should say. As someone myself diagnosed with PTSD, I can tell you I can be very short of temper. You can ask my children. Dad doesn't have a lot of leniency in the way of safety, right? So when we go places, I'm not going to tell you twice to stay by me. I'm not going to tell you not to run in a parking lot. I'm not going to tell you to be where I can see you at all times. That is something you will understand from a very young age, and if you don't, you're going to see a reaction out of your father that you're probably not going to like very much. And it's going to be partially involuntary. No one's in danger. It's going to probably be a little loud, and it's going to sound a lot like, hey, yo, what are you doing? Where are you now, and where should you be? Do you see my face? Let's change all this situation, okay? And then people pretty much understand I fucked up. You know, good time got away from me a little bit, as young kids will do, and they find the line that they're supposed to be in, which is the safe one. I, believe it or not, I don't know how I come off on the internet. I try to be a fun dad. Even though I have PTSD, and even though I have bipolar 1, and even though I have depression and anxiety, I try to be my kid's best friend at all costs. I'm their father, and it is my responsibility to be their father. But because of the acknowledgement I have with my mental health struggles, I acknowledge the limits that I've put on my own self through my life, and I don't want to put those on them. So I go above and beyond to try to give them fun and excitement and a connected relationship with me that is physical and hands-on, because that's tough for me. So being on the ground and wrestling with my kids is not always easy for me, especially around the face and the neck. Me and my kids have a lot of conversations. You can't be around dad's face and shit. It weirds me out. But when we're on the floor and I'm wrestling like I did when I wrestled in high school, and I start to kind of find my younger self before the trauma again, then I can start to kind of move around and flow around, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm cool. You know, it's and then you start to take the layers off, right? The layers that will always be there, right? It's to a sense where I'm not ever going to be like, oh, this is my favorite place to be, but through training MMA and stuff like that, and working through outlets, you can still be a fun, productive member of society and have very, very valuable contributions to trials like this. Because as we've seen with Dr. Hughes and Dr. Schmiegelnuts, or whatever his fucking name was, everybody in psychology, in psychiatry, is not really here for the betterment of mental health. It was a category or a topic that they jumped in early, and they saw a quick cash. So, there's that. Thank you for streaming this. No, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to keep going, get off my soapbox again. But that's right, we used to talk about that, but you have the freedom to say whatever you want. You're not free from the, exactly right, not free from the consequences. I'm pretty sure that gun in Colorado are only used for hunting and decoration. Fair enough. They have had some school shootings. I would say that's probably true since Columbine for sure. I think the Batman shooting happening in Colorado too, though. I've never seen a gun in public. Yeah, it's all about where you grow up, Andrea. Like, I grew up in Ohio, so it's not crazy to see, like, more older guys would walk around with, like, big revolvers, just obviously obnoxious. Now that I'm here in the South, I moved kind of south fluently. I went from Ohio to Cincinnati, Ohio, or Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee. So as I've moved south, I've seen more guns. I've worked in the gun industry when I was, in between, because I was in the reserves. So when I was not actively engaged in training or something for the military, I usually worked for gun stores. And again, it was a hobby of mine. But I got out of it when I started my social media career because my content was all guns and shooting tactical weapons and showing my military training that I had on camera for people to oogle over. And I didn't like how people were looking at us like we were Captain America and shit because we could shoot guns really fast. And then they wanted to go buy guns, and they wanted their dads to buy them guns even though they weren't old enough to have them, but the dad could have them, and then they could all go out and shoot together and shit. And I'm like, wait, I got kids wearing flak jackets to football games and shit. What do we do? Hold up. So, then you got that. So we could talk about the guns, like I said, at the end if you guys want. Crafts in chat. Hey, she released a statement already calling it BS. They didn't watch the evidence and against her freedom of speech. Stand by 22. Oh my God, really, Crafts? That would be quick if she did. Yeah, and Twitter under her girlfriend. Batman, I believe, was in Aurora, Colorado. Yeah, I'm in Tennessee too, man. I go out to the Army. Got out of the Army, came here, returned. Okay, bet. Yeah, Chicago's real strict on the guns. You got to have a FOI card over there. Columbine High School and the Batman shooting. All right, so yeah, anybody here, you're now here, and that was a good transition in the comments to the gun talk, and then I'll let it go. And then this will be because I was going to make a video solely talking about the Texas shooting. I talked about it towards the end of my last live stream, and I got rather emotional, so I wrapped it up. I'm going to make this about 5 minutes long. I trained for years in all types of weapons. I appreciate weapons. I enjoy firearms. I believe in them. I believe in the Second Amendment. Okay, let's talk about the Second Amendment. When the Second Amendment was written and conducted, we did not have even semi-automatic weapons. So let's just start there. Is an AR-15 or an M4, is that a semi-automatic pistol? No. So let's end that fucking conversation right here. You have to be 21 years old to buy a pistol. And I saw a clip where Trump made the connection where he's talking to members of the Senate, I believe, and he goes, you all are about to make a decision. You have to be 21 to buy a pistol. But at 18 years old, you can go buy the same weapon that this kid just used in this Texas shooting. And the Senate was trying, I don't even know what side or who was representing who, but I know there was a group of people feeling very held under clutch to make sure that none of these laws changed. And I don't care what your personal opinion is on Trump. He made a good point right there. Think about what we're doing. Think about what keeps happening, okay? Can you protect your home with a pistol? Yeah. Let me tell you something. I live in a 3-bedroom house. If I pull out an AR and I try to defend this home with that house, there's a good chance I'm killing somebody in my family, okay? So let's stop the home defense bullshit right now. California has done 10 mag laws, 10-round mag laws, 3-round mag shits. They've made all the restrictions in the world. Restrictions ain't about to fix nothing. Here's what we do. It's simple. I can wrap it up in 5 minutes. You keep the gun laws what they are. Doesn't need to change. You categorize an AR or any weapon that has mass capacity. They can be creative with the number. We'll say over 7. If you could shoot more than 7 shots, that's a lot, right? For my hunting people and for my home defense folks, that's a lot of shots. 7 shots, that's a lot. If you could shoot more than 7, right? Now, a lot of states are moving to constitutional carry and national carry and all that kind of stuff. If you can own that weapon, right? Maybe this is on firearms manufacturers, for pistols mainly, but with ARs, the 30 rounds, I think I'm getting too far in the weeds in it. If you want to have an AR, fine. Go to a class that would slightly resemble basic, the shooting part, the marksmanship part. Do that. Become operational, aware of how to do it, how to safely use it, what it's capable of. I'm not asking you to go find real-time experience downrange with this shit. But you should understand what this bitch is capable of. And you should not be 18 years fucking old and allowed to have one all willy-nilly by yourself. ARs, rifles, in my opinion, should be kept for adults. If a kid or a young boy that hunts wants to have a shotgun that his father lets him use when they go out to the field, that is owned by his father, and the father is responsible for every action of that, fine. I have no issue with that. All the way. I have no problem with that. Where we get funny is with the age. Again, you're 18 years old, you join the military, you could bypass a lot of those classes. You could do that now. You become a cop, you could bypass a lot of that shit. Right? So if you get the training, this is not to restrict anyone. This is to save lives. Again, if people stop being so selfish about this topic and going, well, they're just trying to restrict me. What the fuck is your AR doing you good sitting in the fucking thing right now? It's not doing you any good. So stop acting like this thing is walking around saving your ass all the time. It's not, or get better friends, right? You are this egotistical fuckhead who has attached somehow patriotism to guns. How we ever attached war being good to patriotism, I don't fucking know, because as someone who, again, has been in places that fucking suck and had to deal with some of the fucking assholes of war, I can tell you from experience, the last thing you want to do when you get out of that situation is deal with more fucking conflict. Unless, again, that's just what tickles your fucking fancy and you're that type of Jocko Willing type guy. There's guys that are made that way. But I'm saying, we do not need to continue the narrative that it is somehow patriotic to condone untrained young civilians to be allowed to walk around and present themselves as trained, capable firearm carrying citizens, because they are not. So the fact that that kid walked in and legally bought the gun that he bought, and we'll bypass all the 911 calls, and this is alleged at this point, but like even parents telling cops to get in there and do something and they chose not to, or were told to stand down. Parents were trying to run into school and they were being tackled and arrested. Like, yo, that's why you have guns. Because if a motherfucker that's doing something wrong with a gun has a gun and they're going in my kid's school, you can bet the whole fucking bunny dad's grabbing the burner and running to where you are. That's a fact. That's a motherfucking fact. Why? Because I can. I'm trained to do so. I'm trained in active shooter drills. So, sure, the police would respond first. But you can bet for fuck sure that they are going to know there's someone else there to be able to help them if they so need it. If they start to say, well, we were told to stand down, well, guess what? You just told me you're not following behind me when I go in there. That's all you told me. Because, again, I'm not going in there with an AR where I'm going to shoot the walls of my kid's school that they could be hiding behind. I need to understand the situation I'm in. I'm not trying to cause mass destruction. I want numero uno destruction. One shot. That's always the goal. Anything more, I have potential damages that I have to, what? Articulate for. Why did I shoot that? Why did I shoot there? Why was I there with a gun? These are all questions you have to be able to answer. So, if someone is sitting around talking about these motherfuckers that just want to ban guns, just want to talk, and people get pissed when I do the Southern voice, I'm fucking sorry. I've watched a lot of stand-up comedy. I live in the South. It fucking happens. Sorry. I'll try not to. But for all the people that act like you're some kind of Second Amendment defending patriot because you think that your kid, who I would be scared for, should be able to get an AR, ask yourself, is it worth it for every second? Think of every moment you're not with your child. It's a lot, especially as they get older. Every moment you're not with that child, is it worth, we'll say 3 deaths and losing your child forever? That's them taking 3 lives minimum and never seeing your child again. Because that is what you risk when you take a underdeveloped brain, struggling with the young things of life. You give them a tool that they're not trained to use, and then God help them if they have some kind of internet influence that tells them they're a gun-toting patriot, and God forbid they get tied up with an extreme group that tells them that one race is better than the other or one political group is better than the other. Because then guess what? It's rock cock ready to rock right down to their local school, where now I have to broadcast on YouTube about another fucking school shooting that I can sit here and say without tears in my eyes currently because my children are fine. Right? But we're acknowledging that. My children are fine. There's people in Texas, Uvalde, Texas, whose children are not fine, who cannot sit here and have this conversation. So I refuse to sit here and act like AR-toting veterans all have one voice. We don't. And with that, I love you so very much. Everything that you guys have done for me and my family during this trial by just your kind words, your support, your thumbs ups, your subscribes, everything you guys have done has truly been a catalyst moment in my life for change, for growth, for confidence, and for actually, as this trial is now over and Johnny Depp has won, I'm very clear on what we will do in the future. And we will continue to talk about the topics that are trending of the day that are not merely gossip. So, and I will always do my best to put the mental health, conversation in there where it applies, and I'll try to focus on the conversations that it applies there. When we have big trials, we'll cover those, and I will always check in with you guys towards the end of every episode. So that's what you guys can expect from me. If you liked all this and you want to support all the crazy wonderland that I got going on here, head over to the Road to Redemption podcast.com. It'll have all my past episodes on there. If you want to check out the merch line that I have, it's called Mad Mental Designs. You can go to madmentaldesigns.com. And, yeah, check out all the stuff. I can tell you it's super comfy. You will not be disappointed when you get it. Let me catch up on some questions, and I'm going to get out of here. I got to eat some lunch. I wasn't expecting this verdict. My husband can shoot guns to hunt out here and has been hunting since he was like 13. Yeah, and a lot of families do that. I have a 17-year-old. She turns 18 in November. It's just a damn number. It's a matter of months. Then Grown Brains thing you just said is spot on. Update. I just read Amber's statement. Hello, Amber. You abused your right as an American patriot. Yeah. I'm not even more disappointed with this verdict. Means for other women, it's a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when women who spoke out could be publicly shamed. Oh, you're reading Amber's statement. I was like, wait, Lilani, we've had a lot of talks, and that's not... Okay, I see what's going on. Love, man. You're awesome. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate you. I believe Johnny's attorney succeeding in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was... Tell Amber Heard to shut the fuck up and go away. That's the best thing, just like I told Rittenhouse to do. Shut your fucking mouth and go away for a while. And that's what I'm about to do. Shut my mouth and go away. I'm about to go fill it with some food, and then I'm going to go get my baby girl. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing night. Hit me up on everything. Instagram, TikTok. Instagram, Cam Williamson Official. TikTok, Cam Williamson 44. Facebook, Cam Williamson. And I will talk to you guys later throughout the evening as we hit each other in the comments. Love you.